As you guys know, I made a video about JayDaYoungan last year because his other character is Michael Rainey Jr. And when you guys heard that JayDaYoungan faked his death yesterday, you guys ran to this video and a lot of you guys were commenting that I actually predicted his death. So I went back and watched this video and I actually did predict his death. So I'm gonna play that clip for you guys right now. And then this is crazy because Michael equals 138 and JayDaYoungan also equals 138. And as you guys know, death, murder, killing, and rapper all equal 38. So one of these characters is going to die, and I think it's going to be JayDaYoungan. So that was a clip from my JayDaYoungan is Michael Rainey Jr. video. If you haven't seen that video, the link will be in the description below. And as you guys heard in my video, I said that JayDaYoungan and Michael both equal 138 in gematria. And then I said one of these characters is going to fake their death. And I specifically said that I believed it was going to be JayDaYoungan, and then 1 year later they end up killing off JayDaYoungan's character. So this is 100% proof celebrities' lives are scripted by the numbers because they're just characters. They were specifically created and designed to play a role on the world stage, and everything that they do throughout their career is scripted by the numbers. Because how was I able to predict JayDaYoungan's death? All I did was look up the gematria of his name and I realized that it matches up with death. So I put 2 and 2 together and I realized that they were going to end up faking his death. And sure enough, a year later, he ends up faking his death. So this should prove to everybody that celebrities' lives are scripted. You know, they're not real people. You know, this is 100% proof because this shows that everything is scripted. And I hope that you guys can understand that. And the disturbing thing about these characters is the fact that they actually infiltrate in real people's lives. You know, one of my subscribers was showing me pictures that he has with JayDaYoungan, and he was telling me how he met him and stuff like that. So these death fakers and celebrities in general love to infiltrate with real people so that when they fake their death, people can vouch and say that they were real. But in reality, they were just infiltrators and they were acting. Alright, so now let's get into the comparisons of JayDaYoungan and Michael Rainey Jr. So this one has to be the best comparison that I was able to make. They look so much alike right here. And this was a younger picture of Michael Rainey Jr. You can see the resemblance a lot in his younger pictures because he used to have dreads. So right here you can see that they have the same eyebrows, the same nose, the same eyes, and the same mouth. You know, both of these characters have like these duck lips. You know, they have a very strange mouth, but you can see that they're the same. Especially right here, you can really see the resemblance a lot. The only difference is that JayDaYoungan's character is to infiltrate in the hood. So that's why his character looks more dirty. You know, he has face tattoos and he's always high in his pictures too. So it was really hard to find a regular looking picture of him because he's always posing very weird. And then Michael Rainey Jr. is this professional, good actor. You know, he was born in like a rich family, I believe, because he's been acting since he was a kid. And I'm going to show proof that his entire career is scripted because he has a lot of pictures as a kid where he's doing Symbolism. So here's some more side-by-side comparisons so you guys can see the resemblance. It's crazy how much they look alike, man. This one is so easy to see. And right here you guys can see that they have the same head shape, they have the same hairline, and they have the same eyes. And once again, they got the same nose and mouth. And like I said, you can see the resemblance a lot when you look at younger pictures of Michael Rainey Jr. But even with his older pictures, you can still see the resemblance a lot. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. This is the first time I predicted a celebrity death, and I plan on predicting a lot more on my Patreon. Me and Divine Sade are going to be making videos predicting celebrity deaths on our Patreon. So if you're interested, the link to the Patreon is in the description below. She already posted one video of celebrities that she thinks are going to fake their death, and I'm going to be dropping some more soon. So stay tuned for that. So as you guys can see, they have the same smile right here. And right here, they look extremely similar. You know, like I said, the only difference is that JayDaYoungan has face tattoos and he's always squinting his eyes like if he's high. But you can still see the striking resemblance between these two characters. So this one is extremely obvious, man. In my other video that I made about this, I showed you guys so many tweets of people that can see this one. And after I made this video, it made a big impact because more people started sharing it. And overall, that video made a big impact and it brought so much awareness to this. And this video is going to make a big impact as well because the fact that I predicted this goes to show that I was right. So now I'm going to show you guys the mockery that Michael Rainey Jr. did. You know, after I made that video a year ago, Michael Rainey Jr. made this video on Instagram. It's like a filter that Instagram has. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe you have to choose the picture of your lookalike. And then you record the video and then it shows you and your lookalike. So that means Michael Rainey Jr. specifically chose this picture of JayDaYoungan to compare himself with. So this basically means that he admitted he's JayDaYoungan. So I'm going to show you guys that video right now. So he specifically chose that JayDaYoungan picture for this video. So this is complete mockery. And the fact that he did this after I made that other video last year goes to show that he basically responded to my video. And the weird thing about this is when I went to his Instagram, I couldn't find this original video. So I guess he deleted it, which makes him look even more guilty because now that JayDaYoungan's dead, you know, of course he would delete the video. Alright, so here's another really good comparison of JayDaYoungan and Michael Rainey Jr. And the crazy thing about this comparison is they're both doing the same symbolism. And Michael was really young in this picture, so the fact that he's doing this symbolism at such a young age goes to show that he was created to play this character on the world stage. And like I said, they're both doing the same symbolism with their hand. And we should have known that JayDaYoungan was going to fake his death because he has so many pictures pointing a gun to his head, basically symbolizing that he's going to get shot and die. So this is pure mockery. You know, he's doing predictive programming with this picture. And then here we got Michael Rainey Jr. doing symbolism. Both of these characters love doing symbolism. And especially JayDaYoungan, he did so much symbolism by pointing a gun to his head in so many music videos. So he did a lot of predictive programming on this. And he even has this album called Forever 23. And I'm going to get to the gematria at the end of this video, so make sure you guys watch this entire video because I'm going to show you guys how scripted his entire death is. But anyways, as you guys can see, he's showing like his skull in this picture and he's basically symbolizing that he's going to die. Alright, so now let's get into all of the connections with Michael Rainey Jr. and JayDaYoungan. So Michael Rainey Jr. posted this picture of a Lil Baby tweet, and Lil Baby said, "I seen Tariq at Rolling Loud. Damn, never asked for a fade." So Lil Baby basically said that he saw Michael Rainey Jr. at Rolling Loud. And this is a big connection because JayDaYoungan has this picture with Lil Baby and he follows him on Instagram as well. So both of these characters are connected to Lil Baby. Make sure you guys go watch my video about Lil Baby. The link will be in the description below. Alright, so the next connection is that Michael Rainey Jr. plays the role of Tariq in Power. And as you guys can see by this title, his character in this show does a lot of things that JayDaYoungan would do. So I feel like his character Tariq on Power is very symbolic to his other character JayDaYoungan on the world stage. And both of these characters have so many pictures and videos with weapons. Here's Michael Rainey Jr. with one and JayDaYoungan as well. And a big connection with Michael Rainey Jr. is he's always around rappers. Not only did he post that picture of Lil Baby's tweet, but he was also in the movie Barbershop with Ice Cube, and he's a rapper as well. And Tyga and Nicki Minaj were also in that movie. So he's always around rappers. And even today, he's always around 50 Cent because he's in the show Power. Alright, so now let's get into some more predictive programming from JayDaYoungan. So his biggest song is called 23 Island. And in this song, he said he be thinking about too much, he hope he don't die. He got family who need him, he gotta survive. So this is predictive programming right here. Why would a regular person say this? You know what I mean? He clearly said this because he knew that his character was gonna die at a young age. So that's why he still lived in the hood. You know, he died in the same city that he was born in. And I'm gonna show you guys that video. So that just goes to show that this character was 100% scripted to die. And a lot of people are saying that Youngboy's team killed him or whatever. And all of that is damage control because JayDaYoungan is a death faker, so there's no way that Youngboy's team could have killed him. But there was a lot of predictive programming with this because A couple years ago, JayDaYoungan made this song dissing NBA Youngboy, and it's called 38K. And as you guys know, death equals 38. So this is more predictive programming that he's going to fake his death, and that when he does fake his death, people are going to think it was Youngboy that killed him. So that's why he made this diss track, so that people can think that Youngboy killed him. Alright, so now let's get into all of the gematria, because JayDaYoungan's death is 100% scripted. So like I mentioned in my video last year, JayDaYoungan equals 138 in the same cipher as death, and death equals 38. And then his other character is Michael. Michael also equals 138. And JayDaYoungan died in Bogalusa, and Bogalusa also equals 138. So the fact that JayDaYoungan's name equals 138, and he was born in Bogalusa and died in Bogalusa, and Bogalusa also equals 138. So this goes to show that this character was 100% scripted to have this exact name and to be born and die in this city. Alright, so moving along, JayDaYoungan died at 24 years old, right? Bogalusa equals 24. So this goes to show that all of this is scripted. You know, what are the chances that his name has the same gematria as the city that he's born and died in, and then he dies at 24, and the city equals 24? You know, none of this is a coincidence. And then JayDaYoungan equals 48, and his real name is Javorius Scott, which also equals 48 in the same cipher. And then homicide equals 48 in the same cipher. So in case you guys didn't know, I made a video a month ago called The Dark Truth About Why Rappers Keep Passing Away. And in that video, I was talking about how rapper and killing have the same gematria. So that's why they love killing off these rappers. This career is named rapper for a reason. So rapper and killing equals 74. And JayDaYoungan's real name is Javorius Tyga Scott. I believe that's how you pronounce it. And it also equals 74. So that's another major connection, that he was specifically created to be a rapper and end up being in this killing. Alright, so his last name is Scott. And I noticed that Scott matches up with dead. You know, they both equal 14 in the same cipher. And I found it strange that his name is Jada. You know, even though the full thing is JayDaYoungan, but Jada is also a name in itself. You know, it's normally a female name. So I find that kind of weird, because this is supposed to be a guy character. But as we all know, all of these celebrities are inverts, which means that they're both genders. So that's why he has this female name. But anyways, Jada and Dead have the same exact gematria. They both equal 14 in the full reduction cipher, and they both equal 94 in the reverse ordinal cipher. So JayDaYoungan is a rapper from Louisiana, right? And in my Pimp C video, I mentioned that a lot of rappers from Louisiana are gonna die, because rapper, Louisiana, and killing all equal 38 in the same cipher. And in this video, I specifically said to expect a rapper from Louisiana to get killed, because it matches up perfectly. And Pimp C was born in Louisiana, so that was my big connection in this video, that he was born in Louisiana because it matches up with rapper and killing, and then he ended up dying. So if you guys haven't seen my video about Pimp C, the link will be in the description below. This was a really good video, and everybody was able to see this one, so make sure you guys go check that out. Alright, so another weird thing about JayDaYoungan's date of death is he died July 27th, right? And that's actually the birthday of Young Dolph. As you guys can see, Young Dolph was born July 27th, and Young Dolph is also another death faker. So what are the chances that this death faker dies on another death faker's birthday? And Young Dolph didn't even die that long ago. You know, that was 8 months ago. So make sure you guys go watch the 3 videos I made about Young Dolph. The link to this playlist will be in the description below, because I showed 100% proof that his death was scripted as well. So I'm not surprised that his death is connected to JayDaYoungan. Alright, so another weird thing about his death is the fact that he died 12 days after his birthday. You know, we see this time and time again. Like with Juice WRLD, he died a couple days after his birthday. They love faking their death around their birthday, so that's something to always look out for. Alright, so the next thing I want to talk about is the reason why kill off characters on the world stage. The main reason they're doing this is to harvest everybody's energy. So everybody that gets sad, scared, or happy about a celebrity dying, they are giving their energy to the demons that are scripting these events. So that's why they do stuff like this. So this rap page made a tweet saying Louisiana rapper JayDaYoungan has passed away after being shot in his hometown alongside his father. And JayDaYoungan's sister said, "Shut up, y'all don't know what y'all talking about for real." So his sister said that he's still alive. And she said this on purpose so that people can think that he's actually alive. And then when he ends up dying, it's even more sad and they get even more energy. So they love doing stuff like this. And then I noticed that Julio Foolio posted this picture of JayDaYoungan and he said, "RIP JayDaYoungan, you will be missed, LOL." And I found it kind of weird that he added the LOL in there. You know, that just goes to show that this is scripted because he's laughing at the fact that he died. Because obviously, since he's a character, he knows that JayDaYoungan is also a character. And all of this is just a big sick joke. Alright, so he uses the number 23 a lot. You know, his biggest song is 23 Island. And he even has 23 tatted on his chest right here. And his second biggest song is Elimination. So I'm not surprised he got eliminated from the world stage. But anyways, the reason why he has the number 23 tatted is because 23 is a very big number that they use when they script these events. And even with big characters, they love to use this number. Like Michael Jordan and LeBron James, they were number 23. And Jim Carrey has a really good movie called The Number 23. And he shows how a lot of events on the world stage are scripted with the number 23. So that's why he has this number. And there's a lot of words that equal 23. One that really caught my attention was fake. You know, as you guys can see, fake equals 23 in gematria. And fake matches up with dead. So fake and dead both equal 14 in the full reduction cipher. And they both equal 22 in the reverse full reduction cipher. And the funny thing about me making this video about Michael Rainey Jr. and JayDaYoungan is the fact that I literally just made a video about Trippie Red yesterday. And I was telling you guys that Michael and Masonry both equal 33 in the same cipher. And 39 as well. And I was talking about how Michael is a big name that they use with celebrities because Trippie Red's name is also Michael. So I just find it interesting that I was talking about that in my last video. And then today, I'm talking about it again. So make sure you guys go watch my recent video about Trippie Red that I dropped yesterday. It was a really good video. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to drop a like, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Follow me on Instagram. And subscribe to my Patreon. The link is in the description below. Me and Sade are going to be predicting a lot more celebrity deaths on our Patreon. And we also have a Discord on our Patreon. So if you're interested, the link is in the description below. And also make sure you guys go watch Sade's video about JayDaYoungan. She showed even more gematria and more scripting with his death that I didn't show in my video. So if you guys are interested in that, the link to her video will be in the description below. So yeah, Michael Rainey Jr. is JayDaYoungan. Not only did I predict that JayDaYoungan was going to fake his death, but I also made Michael Rainey Jr. respond with that video where he showed that picture of JayDaYoungan on the Instagram filter and it said that they look alike. Because obviously everyone knows that they look so much alike. So I hope you guys can see that what I'm saying is true. You know, the fact that I was able to predict this goes to show that I'm really onto something and I'm making a big impact. So thank you guys so much for helping me make this impact, because if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be doing this. So thank you guys so much for your support, and I'm out.